Ever feel like you're doing all the right things and still wondering why your body feels off? You eat well, you train hard, your labs say you're fine, but deep down you know something's slipping. You're not alone and you're not crazy. I'm Daniel Rasmussen, founder of Echelon Center for Longevity, and I've spent 2 decades helping high performers like you to reverse aging, reignite vitality, and finally get answers. On Unbreakable Vitality, we go upstream. We talk peptides, stem cells, precision diagnostic testing, reversing the age of your arteries, all the innovative science-based tools to take back your health span so that your next decades are your best yet. Because aging is real, but decline is optional.
All right, welcome back to Unbreakable Vitality. Today we're talking about one of the biggest mistakes happening right now in the peptide space. I talk to people all the time, reaching out, they're having questions about different peptides, and I get asked all the time. People are treating Retatrutide like a shortcut. In many cases, they're dosing it far too aggressively. You guys, you're taking way too much Retatrutide. Social media has created this idea that faster escalation equals faster results. Oh, I just want to get there faster. I'm tired of waiting. But metabolically, that approach can backfire. You're going to get yourselves in trouble because with a peptide as powerful as Retatrutide, the goal is not to overwhelm the system. It's to guide adaptation. That's a big difference. So a lot of people start Retatrutide hoping for rapid, quick fix transformation. And online, they're seeing influencers push aggressive dosing, schedules that ramp up far too quickly. The problem is the body doesn't always respond well to force. When receptors are overstimulated too quickly, you can see excessive nausea, appetite suppression that becomes dysfunctional, reduced training capacity, fatigue, poor compliance, and potentially diminished long-term responsiveness. And this is where precision matters. The clinical research on Retatrutide used slow titration protocols for a reason. This is pharmacological engineering at its best. Participants were gradually increased over time, often across approximately 12 weeks. So that's a 3-month titration up process. Most of you guys are ramping up in a month in intervals, you're not allowing your body to adapt to the progressive intercellular communication signals happening. So when your body does adapt to these progressive as a steady state concentration, SSC, known as CSS in some standards, but steady state concentration is developed. That's the key term here. And that matters because receptor biology is very dynamic. The body responds differently when the signaling is reduced gradually over time versus flooding the system with a massive signal all at once, which causes the receptors to basically retract and downregulate. So a nice slow titration approach helps support receptor sensitivity, tolerability, metabolic adaptation, and long-term compliance. You can be on this peptide for a long time, you guys. If you do it correctly, you can reach your goals if you just slow it down and focus on the fact that it's reversing your disease processes and not just a quick, rapid weight loss. Instead of rapidly saturating your system and burning out the receptors, and then Retatrutide is not going to work anymore. You're going to take more and more and more, and you're going to start gaining weight. The exact opposite, because you're churning through your muscle. Your body goes into starvation mode again, and you start just wasting away and turning into what the GLP-1s look like, melted candle, look like a burned melted candle instead of, and this is something many social media conversations completely ignore. You're listening to somebody who's peddling, Retatrutide from some gray market retailer online out of their kitchen, and you're listening to them instead of a healthcare professional who's been trained in this as a clinical therapeutic tool. So let's go back. Retatrutide works through multiple receptor pathways. It's got the 3. I want you guys to know this: the GLP-1 pathway, it's got the GIP, and glucagon. Those signaling systems influence appetite, insulin sensitivity, energy expenditure, glucose regulation. Retatrutide makes your cells in your muscles just scream to uptake sugar out of the blood. And it demands more energy expenditure, glucose regulation, and fat metabolism. But these receptors are not simple on-off switches. It's more than that. They respond to signal intensity and duration. So if stimulation increases too rapidly, the system can become overwhelmed and before adaptation occurs. And that's why we say steady state concentration matters. When dosing is increased gradually, the body has time to stabilize, recalibrate around the new signaling environment, which there's a reason why you have a 7-day period in between your injections. So many of these people are getting on, oh, let's microdose every single day and have fewer side effects. It just shows how misinformed these individuals are. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're just making this up. I'm sorry. They're making it up. They're not basing it off of any science or any research. They're just following some trend that some influencer that they heard and thought, oh, what a great idea. Let's try that. And those who are saying that it's working for them, I think it's more placebo because it's pharmacologically impossible. You're not getting enough steady state saturation on the receptors to even have an effect. So when dosing is increased gradually, the body has time to stabilize and recalibrate around that new signaling environment. This is so key. And also, this is very different from flooding the system all at once with massive doses. So the real issue is not just simply the peptide. It's the assumption that everyone should use it the exact same way, because Retatrutide is not a one-size-fits-all intervention. Two people can have completely different underlying physiology, systemic inflammation, hidden infections, nutrient deficiencies, magnesium, potassium, calcium, vitamin B12, thiamine, you name it. Yeah. You could, multiple people could have different levels or versions of mitochondrial dysfunction and insulin resistance, cortisol elevations, and poor recovery. All these are variables that you have to take into consideration. And it's not a one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter approach. So, which is why a proper longevity approach starts with test, don't guess. So this is why we emphasize diagnostics first, advanced diagnostics before aggressive intervention. Not because testing is trendy, but because context determines outcomes. Blood work can help identify inflammatory markers. Which ones are they? Is it C-reactive protein? Is it homocysteine? Is it fibrinogen? Is it your ferritin levels? Is it your anion gap? You've got to know all these and know exactly what each one of those pertains to in terms of tissue inflammation. Where's that inflammation at in the tissues? Is it systemic? Is it in the brain? Is it in the heart? Is it in the vascular system? Is it in the mitochondrial? Any disease, I don't care what you call it, Alzheimer's, dementia, neurological degeneration, if you've got arthritis, if you've got metabolic dysfunction, metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, vascular syndromes, I don't care what name the disease has, it all has three common threads: mitochondrial dysfunction, systemic inflammation, and deficiencies, which is you address all three of those. Poor signaling starts to reverse that. You get the right nutrition in based on what your body's physiology says, not a one size fits all influencer from Instagram. So once you understand the terrain, Retatrutide can be introduced strategically instead of reactively. That's a completely different philosophy than simply chasing rapid weight loss and trying to, mimic the celebrities out there. The smartest approach is a slow, structured, and highly personalized, not rushed. That means gradual titration, monitor response over time, preserving muscle and recovery, supporting metabolism nutritionally, and adjusting based on biomarkers and adaptation. Because the goal is not to shock the body, it's to retrain the metabolism. If you've ever been tempted by rapid transformations online, that's understandable. The expectations are huge, right? But real longevity medicine is not about forcing those outcomes. It's about creating sustainable adaptation. And those things are two very different things. So Retatrutide, is it powerful? Yes. But the real power is not in taking more. It's in using it intelligently. because the best outcomes rarely come from extremes and stacking another protocol and stacking another, just protocol chasing protocol. Oh, let's just add this and let's add that. Stacking, this whole idea of stacking, yes, it works, but not if you just do it haphazardly. I've seen so many people come in and they're taking thousands and thousands of dollars worth of peptides each month. And we run their blood labs and they are a wreck. They have just screwed up their entire biomarkers. It's going to take 6 months to just undo all that. Guys, if you're considering Retatrutide and want to approach it strategically, not reactively, not in a trendy way, we offer Healthspan assessment. We evaluate your metabolic health. We look at your inflammatory markers, your nutrient status, your body composition. If you're in the local Seattle area, we'll put you on our STIKU body scan, do a body composition analysis. We look at your recovery capacity and whether a peptide strategy actually makes sense for your physiology. Do we even start with Retatrutide, or do we start with the systemic anti-inflammatory peptides like GLOW and Wolverine Blend and BPC 157, which I take those 365 days a year they are not just a NSAID analgesic. They are keeping your inflammation levels at bay through mechanisms that are natural, giving your body the tools to combat inflammation and reverse the aging and deterioration process in tissues. So let's see what makes sense for your physiology. No influencer protocols, no one-size-fits-all dosing, just precision-based longevity medicine. Go to agelessfutureseattle.com, fill out our Healthspan assessment form, submit. Our team would love to speak with you. It's free, it's quick, and we care. All I can say is we care about you guys. We want to take as many people along on this ride of health and abundance and health independence for the next decades of your life. We're living this stuff. We practice it. We walk it. We talk it. We know this stuff. We love it. It's our passion. Reach out. Let's work together. Till next time.
If you're feeling like your energy, your edge, or your clarity just isn't what it used to be, you're not alone. But you're also not stuck. Every week on Unbreakable Vitality, we explore real strategies to reverse aging, reclaim vitality, and rewrite what's possible. If today's episode gave you even one insight, pass it on. Then go take the free vascular age quiz at echelon-longevity.com/quiz to see how your body's aging. Subscribe, leave a review, and follow us because your future isn't on autopilot. You are building it and you're just getting started.